We are back in the kitchen, and it's time to kick butt with Christina.
And
Well, Jenn Brown, but she's. But by the way, this is a new Crock-Pot.
this is a new Crock-Pot, and I'm glad.
Phenomenal.
It is. I'm glad Jenn is with us because you're a big Crock-Pot person.
Huge.
And you know these are new.
Well, the thing I was just saying when we walked up, I love about it is I have one crock pot, and I always have to pick wisely of what I want to put in it because I wish that I had more options to. Because it's like you put one thing, you put your lasagna, you put your meatballs, and that's all you get.
Well, this you get a lot of options because you have 6 individual units that you can connect together, and you can use them to serve. That way, you don't have to take them out and put them in a pot. Everything's in the pot. These are stackable, so they're easy to put away. They have one of those cords that I like that you pull and it goes right back in.
How's that go?
Goes right back in. Okay, and the units start at about $39.
Facebook page and just loop it.
That's great for sound.
Okay, you can just, they start at $39, which is a great price. And also, if you'd like to get them, you can get them at Targets or your major retailers. So these are a lot of fun. This is definitely, I'm going to bring them to your house on Sunday, Mark.
Oh, those are great.
So we can stack everything. And
I'm sorry.
So now you'll have
only
food at your
Seahawk
party.
fans are invited.
but who's going to cook for you?
Right.
Yeah, okay, okay.
chairs.
So
You got me.
today we're going to be making kick butt chili, all right? And this is really...
Kick butt, yeah, right?
Kick butt. I know that you say you like to make lasagnas and all different kinds of
Spicy
things.
turkey, my favorite, spicy turkey lasagna in a crock pot. Very simple. You don't have to cook the noodles, so I'll share that with you.
Will you come back and do it
my
with
gosh,
us?
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in the meantime, I want to show you how to make this.
I know, I'm ready. Do I get to get my hands dirty?
Yeah,
Is
you
this
do.
what we're-
I'm going to show you right over here. We have a spinach dip right here, and then also queso. So you can take your cornbread
spinach or queso?
Queso, it's a cheese dip with beans in it. Isn't that beautiful?
Are you bringing that? You have to bring this to the house.
I'm bringing it. I
Okay.
told you I'm going to bring everything. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to start with 2 pounds of brown chuck roast. And what I like to do with it is I take a pound and I will cook it with some oil, and then I will drain it to get all the oil out of it. And then I cook the second pound. So this way I get a lot of the grease and oil out of here. So you want to take as much fat as you can. Why does my mouth water when I talk about food? Okay. All right. Now, if you use canned beans for this, you're going to be in trouble because canned beans in a crock pot, the longer you cook it, it'll just turn it to paste. So you don't want to do that. So for this particular recipe for a crock pot, we use beans. These are black beans and pinto beans. And
So
you know
hard,
what?
huh?
So yeah, if you could help me. Well, I soak them. You have to soak them overnight. And the reason why you do that, it helps the beans to cook evenly. And also, believe it or not, mock. It'll help with the gas. You know, beans are very gassy. And
Why should you point that at
I
you?
don't know. I'm explaining this to Mark.
Hold up.
Watch this. Okay, there we go. He's like a 5-year-old. Okay. So here
Wait,
we're going to
does
put...
it help produce more
everybody-
gas or
no.
reduce the
Less.
gas? What did you say?
Less
It helps the gas.
It really helps.
I missed that. Canned beans, like in the can, you pour them out in water?
No, the canned beans you can't use in this particular,
Oh,
with
okay.
crock pots. In my original recipe that I have in my cookbook, I used the canned beans,
Right.
rinse them, which is fine. If you use them in a crock pot, it'll turn to mush. So we're going to use the fresh beans, soak them overnight, and that, again, will help it evenly, and it'll take the, because beans can be rather gaseous, and so it takes half that problem away. So why don't you put that, what we're going to do is layer this. We have our ground beef first, and then we'll put our black beans in there.
So we're going to do a couple layers, so should I save them?
No, just put the whole thing in.
Whole thing, all
Whole
right.
thing in. So the black beans and the pinto beans. We have some chopped onions. How is it, guys? Is it okay?
Delicious.
It's spicy. Everything is spicy.
Those beans are working well.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I think by Kim's segment, I'll be ready to go.
Okay. We have onions and then tomatoes. These are canned tomatoes. And then what I would start to do here is just turn it a bit. And then we have some stock. We have beef stock. This is 2 cups of beef stock. Let me pop that in there for you. Very easy. Put it in like that.
You had a question.
Yes.
Is this one of those recipes you can double if you want more? Or do you have to
Yes, of
sort of
course. You could
extrapolate
double the
this over?
recipe.
Okay.
You need a larger pot, a larger stock pot. Well, to this, we're going to add some chili.
Can I stir it?
Yeah, go ahead and stir it. And then we have some, we have cumin, and we have cumin and garlic cloves.
And chive? Is that
And chive, yeah. Here we
Wow.
go. We have some
Smells so
chopped
good.
garlic. We have some
Right.
jalapeno for the little bit of spice.
The kick.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
lot of
it's
kick in
I
here.
tried to kick. I didn't
you
go
couldn't.
very well over there.
That's right. Jalapeno.
But it's good. It's like that hot that you just
Well,
wanna
you
eat
don't have
more,
to
but it's
put so
hot.
much. I have the chili peppers right here. You don't have to put so much, so we'll put just a little bit in there. Okay, we have the chili, and we have the cumin, which is right over here. We'll put that in there, and then we add a little bit of salt and pepper. And some pepper.
So easy.
There it is. Just turn it. Now you're going to set it and forget it. Now, what you're
it?
going to do is you're going to cook it for 2 or 3 hours. But before we do that, we have to add some beer. So, Will, I'm going to ask you if you can open that up for us.
Absolutely.
And we're going to. You need a
part,
dark
right?
Guinness because this Guinness is going to give it a really rich flavor. So, what? Jen,
Weird,
why don't you pop that in there?
I usually use my teeth. What is it?
I'm just kidding.
So you're gonna no, you can do that. So you pour the beer. You see, it's a nice dark beer,
Yeah.
and this will really give it just a beautiful, rich flavor. Now, after 2 or 3 hours, which is
fizzing.
great, yeah, just put it in there, and you do this in the morning. And then what you can do is you turn your crock pot on low and keep it warm until you're ready for the game. And there it is. It's a meal in a pot. Now, before you're ready to serve it, about 5 or 10 minutes before you serve it, you have to add some corn. I like to take fresh corn out of the cob, so we're going to, pretend that that's already done. And then another thing is you have to add some masa. Now, what the masa will do, you notice that when it's cooking, it'll look like it's liquidy. You put the masa in, and 5 minutes later, it's nice and thick, and it looks like this. Here we go.
I have no idea.
Look how
at
beautiful.
that.
Look how beautiful. Masa. 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 M-A-S-A. It's corn. It's just like a cornmeal.
Is that the same sound as our refrigerator makes?
Yes, but it's
How
magic.
does that happen?
Well, because there's
We
magic
should send it back
everywhere.
because that's a refrigerator noise.
No.
Not a crock-pot
No,
noise.
well, with Crock-Pot's new, you're going to hurt its feelings. It's new to our house.
Oh.
Okay.
So it's
So I
part of
want
the
Jen
set.
to try it. Do you like sour cream?
Well, I mean,
All right, I'm going to do the whole
I was
thing.
watching the calories for that dress, but I gotta have it.
All right, we'll add a little bit of cheese, some cilantro, and a little bit of scallion right here. So here it is. And I want you to taste and see what you think.
Thank you.
Okay, what do you guys think? You ate the whole thing.
It's really good.
Love it.
Say, okay, there you are.
so
You kick butt
good.
chili. Okay. Oh, so good.
So good.
Oh,
And
that's
so
spicy.
easy. I like
Wow.
spicy. Yeah.
Okay.
Got some kick.
Yeah, it has a little bit of kick.
Yeah.
Now you can also, if you want to, you can make this chili 2 or 3 days before you want to serve it. Put it in the refrigerator and then just put it in your crock pot and heat it up. I like to do it a couple days before because then all the flavors come together.